Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Shay and welcome back to Utmost Fanology. Here's the last fan I'll be showing you guys before I go on holiday. And this video is in daytime, so I do apologize for any excess noise from the traffic or even in the house. This is another weird find from eBay. This is a Panasonic 12-inch oscillating tail fan, and I got it for like £15 from eBay, which it's not the cheapest, no doubt, but hey, I haven't had a chance to mess with a Malaysian made fan before, so well, here's my first time experience, I guess. So yeah, it's not in the best condition. We will have a closer look. You can kind of already see a scratch on the logo there, but I think it's quite a decent fan. So let's have a closer look, do the regular thing with these videos, and see, do the Malaysians make good fans? Only one way to find out. Alright, now for a bit of a closer look. You can see it's got clear blades, and they are the lightest blades I've ever felt. They have no weight to them, which is quite funny. It's got a very nice, tough grill, and it's not bent anywhere as far as I can tell, so it stood the test of time in that sense. There's some pretty bad scratches on the badge there, and I haven't even been able to get the thing centered properly for some reason. It's just a bit fiddly. And looking down, it's got a glossy neck, which you know how I feel about glossy plastic, not really my thing. And also, I don't know why it looks like it's bent. I think that's my phone being stupid. But hang on a second, let me fix this. Alright, that's slightly better. Anyways, as I was saying, we've got a glossy neck, which is kind of scratched up. It's not too bad. The base is also pretty badly scratched. If I turn on the light here, you might be able to see it, but not really. The camera's not picking it up well, but there's a few deeper scratches and everything. The plastic on this fan is not the greatest, that's for sure. It's really not scratch resistant at all. It does have pretty nice dampening feet, so vibration is minimal, and in fact the blades themselves are also in good clock, which is good. It's got a nice switch gear there, and the Panasonic logo on the base, which it's kind of normal for these fans, isn't it? These more Asian fans, I've noticed that for some reason that they like putting their logos on the base as well. But yeah, let's look at the side now. Looking at the side here, it's quite a tall fan, no doubt about that. I don't know if it's taller than the Corona fan, and just looking at this fan and looking at that fan, I see a lot of similarities. So perhaps the Corona and this fan are, I think the Corona might be made in Malaysia rather than Japan, but hey, I don't mind. The grill on this fan kind of sticks out a bit more than normal, which is funny. Very nice deep pitch blades that you can't really see very well. You can see that the motor covering is quite scratched. If I zoom in a tiny bit, you can see all of that there. Not great, especially it's on the top as well. Quite a substantial looking neck there as well, so that's good. Very nice oscillator, in the sense that it just engages and disengages so nice. It's not very tough. I think put a plunger, with whatever you want to call it, like on some fans that I've had before. And one thing I did have to fix here is the front plate here was coming up. It wasn't screwed in properly, so the grill was kind of just flopping around, and that's, again, it's not perfect right now. I still need to take it apart properly and do that, but I couldn't get the oscillator off. It just doesn't want to stay. I mean, the oscillator knob, it doesn't want to stay in. It doesn't want to come off. I can't speak English. It's just, you know, being very stubborn. Anyways, moving down, more scratches, and that's about it really. It's got one of those mechanisms where it's just a click type of for the angle. There's no nut to screw it in, and you know, I like the very easy to use securing tab to keep the grill in place. That's very good. It's quite a nice set of features on this fan. Let's spin it around to the rear. Looking at the rear, it's got a very big motor cover, and I did give this fan a decent clean, I guess. Proper wipe down and everything. There was quite a bit of dust in here as well, and there's a good amount of airflow that goes through this motor. It's pretty well designed up there. And down here, not many scratches at all, as that's okay. And you can see the rear when the cable comes out. This has that same kind of base that some other fans have, Chinese style fans, where this part is separate from this, so sometimes it makes some creaking noises when it's in operation, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. Anyways, let me show you the base and then we'll give it a run. Alrighty, here's the base. It says it's made of ABS, which that's alright. And electric desk fan type F-1208V. F-1208V, I recognize this number. If you search this up on Google, this will show up as the old style American made, or rather American market Panasonic fans. And this, I guess, is just an evolution model of that. I don't know. Made in Malaysia, and I did search up this lot number, and it says that it was, well, according to ChatGPT, of course, it says 2008 was the manufacture year, and this was the 41st week, I believe. 220, 240 volts, 30 centimeters, 12 inches, 50 hertz. Made in Malaysia for Matsushita Electrical Industrial Limited. And it is rated for TUV Rhineland, so that's awesome. It makes you think that it was made for Europe, but on the plug it even says made in Malaysia, so is it really made? Was it really intended to be sold here? Or is this some sort of import? Who knows? Anyways, let's give it a run. Alrighty, let's try and get some performance numbers off this thing. I have let this thing run for around an hour or 30 minutes, somewhere around that, because the bearings on this thing are they're in need of some oil, and the gearbox needs some grease as well, which is why I'm so eager to get it apart. But again, that silly oscillator knob just won't come off. There's no spring holding it in place, so 1141. Again, pretty decent numbers, honestly. It gives a very similar performance style to the Corona and the Sanyo, which is again quite normal because we've got deep pitch blades and it's not running that fast. Again, and it's also, as you can hear, not very loud. If I go to the back of this room, I can tell you how it travels the air, or how the air travels, sorry. And it is a very strong gush. It really travels far. Back here we're getting at least 300, 400, pretty good. And I'm quite impressed performance-wise. And you might have seen on low speed, it's basically silent. So, again, okay, it's like a perfect nighttime fan, that's for sure. And I do like it when fans have 5-way oscillation. That's pretty nice. Anyways, let me show you wattage and we will end the video. Alright, here's the wattage on low speed. When the bearings aren't warmed up, it does get considerably higher, like around 32 watts or more, 34 watts. Let me change it to medium. Medium is at 32 watts and high is around 38 watts, which is just slightly above the limit, I believe. Can't remember. I think that's alright though. I'm sure if it got a proper oiling, rather than me just trying to put some oil into the very badly designed oil port, it would be doing slightly better. Anyways, let's end the video. So there we have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know, not the most intriguing fan, but it's really decent for a modern day fan, for sure. And I think I have one more coming on the way. Probably it will be here after I leave, so expect a video on that when I get back. I think it's also from Malaysia, but I could be wrong. I'll have to check again. But stay tuned for that, I guess. As usual, feel free to let me know what you guys think of this, and nobody will be telling you to like, subscribe, whatever. We don't do that around here. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now, guys.